What is the most effective way to quit smoking cigarettes? So based off of studies I found that were done in both North America and Europe, the number one most effective way to quit smoking cigarettes is using NRTs, or nicotine replacement therapy. So what are NRTs? Well, in the US, the FDA approved nicotine replacement therapy products are gum, lozenges, patches, inhalers, and nasal sprays are the 5 approved NRT products to use in the US. Now, by definition, a NRT, or nicotine replacement therapy, is a treatment that helps people stop smoking cigarettes by providing small doses of nicotine to the user without providing the same toxins that are found when smoking cigarettes. So let's dig into each one of these approved NRT methods and find out how successful are they, how do you use them, pros and cons of each one, and what you can expect from a side effect of using these products. So the first product that came onto the market is the nicotine gum, which was first introduced into the US in 1971. So the study I found that showed the best success rate for individuals who used the nicotine gum as their NRT, or nicotine replacement therapy, was 11%. 11% of the people who used the nicotine gum was able to quit smoking effectively after a year. Nicotine gum can be found in 2 different nicotine strengths, 2 milligrams and 4 milligrams. Pros for the Nicorette gum are the fact that you can control the amount that you use. Can be a con as well, but if you're feeling like you're getting a craving, you can just pop in another piece of gum and chew that up. Another pro is the fact that it's lower dosage. Another pro for Nicorette gum is it's fast acting. It will get into your system and subside your nicotine cravings faster using the gum versus a lozenge or a patch. The inhaler and nasal spray works even faster than what the Nicorette gum does. Now, cons to the Nicorette gum is the fact that you, the user, control how much you're using. So you can abuse the product and take more Nicorette gum than what you really need, and you can experience nicotine poisoning by using too much Nicorette gum. Common side effects associated with using Nicorette gum are mouth irritation, jaw soreness, heartburn, dental issues, and lower levels of HDL cholesterol. The nicotine patch first became an OTC, over-the-counter product, in 1992 in the US. These patches typically come in 3 different nicotine level strengths, 7, 14, and 21 milligrams. The study I found that showed the best success rate for individuals who used the nicotine patch to quit smoking was 27%. Now, the pros for the nicotine patch is the fact that there's no inhalation of product. It does come in different nicotine strengths, so you can lower your nicotine dependency based off of your timeline and how you went to quit. The biggest con to a nicotine patch is the fact that it does not deliver nicotine into your blood system or to your brain nearly as quickly as any of the other NRT products. So you have to put that patch on. They recommend first thing in the morning so that you start to get your nicotine into your system by the time you start getting into your day and start experiencing whatever triggers, setbacks, or issues that will arise during the day that would normally produce you to start smoking a cigarette. Now, these are some of the side effects that you may experience when using the patch. Skin irritation, trouble sleeping, vivid dreams, headaches, nausea, and sleep apnea. Now, the next NRT is the nicotine lozenge, or the little brother to Nicorette gum. The lozenge, like gum, comes in two different levels, 2 milligrams and 4 milligrams. The lozenge actually shows slightly better success rate at 15% versus 11% with the Nicorette gum. Now, the pros and cons are going to be very similar with the lozenge as with the Nicorette gum. Pros are the fact that you can control the amount of nicotine that you are ingesting. 2, there's different nicotine levels, so you can stair-step your way down in nicotine dependency. Pro is that you also don't inhale anything. You're just popping a little candy into your mouth and getting your nicotine that way. Cons to the nicotine lozenge is the fact that you also are the one in control of how much you take. So you can experience nicotine poisoning if you take too many lozenges in a short amount of time. Possible side effects that you may experience when using the nicotine lozenge are mouth irritation, throat irritation, sores in your mouth, and some people have experienced allergic reactions. The next NRT is the nicotine inhaler, which looks very similar to a vape, only there's no electrical component to it. There is a cartridge that you put in it, and then you inhale it. You can inhale it for, they suggest 4 sessions of 5 minutes apiece, or 1 session for 20 minutes. The nicotine inhaler shows the best success rate out of all of the approved NRT methods at 28%. Nicotine inhalers come in 3 different nicotine strengths: 4, 10, and 15 milligrams. Now, the pros to the nicotine inhaler is the fact that, 1, it obviously imitates and mimics the hand-to-mouth habit that smokers experience, and most tend to want to replicate, which is why most people who quit smoking also gain weight. Con number 2 is the fact that you can control your nicotine levels, and you can stair-step your way down. You could start at 15, go to 10, then down to 5, and then you can be done and quit nicotine altogether. Now, the cons to inhalers is the fact that, 1, you have to have a prescription to get it. You can't just go to the pharmacy and get it OTC. 2 is the fact that they have been known to not work nearly as well in cold weather climates. Some of the side effects that you may or may not experience when using a nicotine inhaler is trouble sleeping, back and joint pains, headaches, and flu-like symptoms. And the last approved NRT method is the nicotine nasal spray. Now, these nasal sprays first were introduced into the market in the 1960s. The best quit scenario on these is 18% of the people who use them have come to quit smoking after a year. They only come in 1 strength. 1 milligram. So there's not a way to stair step your way down. The only way to do that is to limit the amount that you use throughout the day in order to lower your nicotine dependency. Now, some of the pros to the nicotine nasal spray is it is the fastest acting of all the NRTs, in that when you use it, that nicotine gets into your system, into your blood faster, and to your brain faster than any of the other products, the patch, the gum, the lozenge, or the inhalator. Another pro is the fact that you control how much you use it. Another pro is that the buzz you get off of using a nicotine nasal spray is very similar to the same buzz you get when smoking a cigarette. Cons to the nicotine nasal spray are throat irritation and deteriorating sinus conditions. So in order from most successful to least successful in helping individuals quit smoking is the inhaler, the patch, the spray, the lozenge, and the gum. 3 of these 5 you can purchase OTC or over the counter. 2, the spray and the inhaler, both still have to be prescribed to you by your doctor. All of these products, when first introduced, were first only open to individuals who are prescribed this product. So now let's talk about the unapproved NRT method, electronic cigarettes. Now, electronic cigarettes, or vapes, first came onto the US market in 2003. They come in a multitude of nicotine levels and ranges, starting at 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, 24, 25, 35, 45, 48, and 50 milligrams. So the pros to electronic cigarettes is that it's a better alternative than smoking a cigarette. According to some people, 95% better than smoking cigarettes. 2, the individual doesn't have to stop or change their previous habits. They continue to have a vape after they eat their meal, when they're driving in their vehicle, after they have their cup of coffee in the morning. All of that can still continue the same as it was before, only now they're getting their nicotine through a cleaner, better product. There's no secondhand smoke to be worried about. And there are a multitude of different flavors. You're not stuck to just a tobacco flavor. If you like strawberry banana, they have that. If you like bourbon and caramel, they have that. If you like coffee, they have it. You can fine tune and find your flavors that's going to help you continue to stay away from smoking cigarettes. The cons to electronic cigarettes is that they are appealing to kids. All of the flavors, and I get it, but they're not made for the kids, and we shouldn't be putting them in places where the kids can get them. Con number 2 is the learning curve that comes with using electronic cigarettes. There are coils, there are batteries, you have to know how to refill them, when to change the coil, you have to charge it. There's a lot of things. And con number 3, there are lots of choices. Maybe too many for the beginner, but once you get into it, there are pod devices, mods, disposables. What nicotine level do you start out with? 2, 3, 6, 12, 18, 25, 50. Lots of choices, which means you need somebody to help you or to help new beginners into this world find the best options for them. And before you come at me in the comments about popcorn lung, go on Google and do the research yourself. Not a single case of popcorn lung has been attributed to somebody using a vape product. And before you come to me with EVALI and how EVALI killed all of these people, well, EVALI was and is attributed to individuals who are using counterfeit THC devices. None of this product here has THC in it, has vitamin E acetate. Individuals who were making something that they shouldn't have been making in the first place, today's version of bathtub gin, is what caused EVALI. So when you look at the 5 approved NRT methods and our 1 unapproved, you can totally see the difference. And why is it that a non-medicinally made product is twice as effective in getting people to quit smoking than all of the other medically approved products? Now, I get it. You're going to come at me. I'm biased. I certainly am. I've tried patch. I have tried the gum. I tried the lozenges, and none of them worked for me. Vaping is the only thing that worked to help me get off of smoking cigarettes. And it hasn't just helped me. Every single person on my staff was once a smoker and has switched over to vaping. And we've helped thousands of people switch from smoking cigarettes to using vaping devices successfully. Now, I'm obviously not a medical professional. I am a researcher, a retailer, and a journalist who's providing information to others. And I advise you, please go and do your own research. You can look at all of the articles I did. They'll all be down in the comments. Take this information, look over it, speak with your own health physician, and find out what their stance is and how they feel you should go about quitting smoking cigarettes. Tobacco is the number 1 cause of preventable deaths in the U.S. 440,000 Americans die every year from tobacco usage. 21% of the U.S. population still smokes. And of that 21%, 42.5% want to quit or attempt to quit smoking every year. Now, all of these NRT methods you can use as a single individual, but studies show that if you have a support system that helps you along the way in accountability and supporting you through the quitting process, your success rates double. I really don't care what method you use. Pick one, try it. If it doesn't work, pick another one. Keep trying until you quit smoking cigarettes. It was the worst decision I ever made, and this is a product that, think about this. If tobacco was not discovered before now and was discovered and brought to the market, it would never see the light of day on shelves, ever. And yet it's still here. and we know it kills people. Why is it still available to be sold? Think about that. Do your own research. Come to your own decisions. Discuss it with people whose advice and opinions you value. And work to get off of smoking cigarettes. And when you're ready, or if you need help, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We've helped thousands of people, and we will continue to help thousands more quit smoking.